I just watched Crawl. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. Oh. What happened?
Alright guys, so welcome to the channel. I am that guy on the motorcycle who reviews movies. And if this is your first time, welcome. Thank you. Come again. Tell a friend. Now, as the title states, I did just watch Crawl, and we're going to talk about that. Alright? So, from the trailers, you guys see that this movie is about a female. Her name is Haley. And she gets a phone call from her sister one day. She's just like, hey, there's a hurricane coming down where you're at. They're in Florida, matter of fact. And she's like, yeah. And she's just like, hey, did you hear from Dad? She's like, no, I haven't heard from Dad. She was like, well, he's not answering my calls. Can you go please check on him? Haley was just like, all right, I will check on Dad. So Haley goes down. She drives for 2 hours to her dad's house, calling Dad. Dad is nowhere to be found. I think I know her. And calling Dad. Dad's nowhere to be found. Goes to Dad's house. Oh, and Dad is in the basement, unconscious, with a chunk taken out of him. Oh yeah, and in the basement there's 2 alligators, and that's basically the premise of this movie. Daughter and father stuck in a house under the basement, trying to escape from 2 alligators. Now, you seen the trailer, you heard the premise. What more do you expect from this movie? This movie is bananas. This movie is crazy. Now, I'm saying this coming from a guy who likes Sharknado. I think Sharknado 1 is one of the greatest movies ever made. Now, this movie is, it is what it is. You know, you kind of have to take it for what it is. You know, it didn't set out to be Citizen Kane. It didn't set out to be the next Godfather. It's Crawl. It's about killer alligators, I guess, you know, trying to get their vengeance or whatever. I don't know. But what worked, what didn't work for this movie? What worked for me, I would say maybe the father-daughter relationship. Now, granted, I have a daughter. Our relationship is not like how the father-daughter relationship is in this movie, but I can understand maybe where they're coming from. I'm not saying I'm the biggest fan, but I can understand. And I would say that probably kind of worked for me. What didn't work for me? The rest of the movie. Now, this movie isn't bad. It's not a horrible movie. I would not say, nah, I'd never watch this movie. But it's kind of ridiculous. And you kind of have to go in watching this movie knowing that, hey, I'm going to watch a ridiculous movie. You see from the trailers, the alligators, like, attacking people. And that's one thing about this movie that drives me crazy. And that's one thing about several movies like this. Let's see, what was another one? 47 Meters Down, Bear, The Shallows. The Shallows is actually pretty good. But I appreciate that, man. Now, the thing about these movies is, I'm not a wildlife expert, but the thing about these movies is these animals are just killing for fun. Like, they're not killing to eat, they're not killing to survive. They're just like, hey, I have a problem with you, and I'm going to kill you, and I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to kill everybody in my path. I don't know. I understand this is a movie, the type of movie this is, so I'm not going to judge it too hard. And that's the only reason I came into this movie knowing this. I know what type of movie this is, so that's why I'm not too hard on it. You know? If it was like, this movie is what it is. And that's what you kind of have to go into the theater thinking. Or maybe catch it on Redbox. You have to go in knowing this movie is bananas. It makes no sense. It's just, oh my goodness. There's a scene, okay, this is no spoilers. I'm not going to spoil the movie, but there's a scene where a guy is trying to save his dog rather than saving his life, and consequences. Listen, I am not a pet person. I'm not an animal person. I understand some of you guys are. To me, I think you guys are crazy. You guys are going to risk your life to save your animal's life. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to risk my life for a dog's life. It's ridiculous. But anyways, I look at it like, this movie know what it is. It is what it is. And it's just like, there's not really much for me to say about this movie. It's Crawl. It's about one thing that did kind of bother me is the CG alligators. It's just like, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way to see CG alligators. I don't know, just bad CG. And the movie has really bad CG. You know? The alligators look fake. Situations looks fake. You know, the acting's pretty good. I would say the acting pretty holds up this movie. If it was bad acting, this would have been a different movie. But the acting's actually pretty good. It's on par for what it is. This premise of killer alligators from outer space. They're not from outer space. But I don't know. There's not much to say about this movie, really. It's really short, and that's nothing I liked about it. It's pretty short. We got in, we got out. The trailers was actually longer than this movie, and it's one thing I like about it. It's pretty short, so catch it on the matinee probably. This movie is what it is. What you see in the trailer is what you're gonna get in the movie. It's ridiculous. Some stuff don't make any sense. Some people's actions don't make sense. But what you gonna do? If I was to rate this movie like I do all the time, I would give this one. It's gonna be stuck in third gear for me. I know it's not bad. It's not a bad movie, but it's not a good movie. It's not horrible, but it's fun. Is it fun? I guess it is. It's not like Sharknado fun. Sharknado, like I said, is the greatest movie of all time. Sharknado, The Godfather, and then the rest of the other movies. That's pretty much how it goes. This is not Sharknado. Maybe this is its own thing, because it kind of took itself serious for a little bit, and then it came back to just like, oh, we know who we are. So, with that being said, you go out, enjoy this in a matinee. I would not pay full price for this, or wait till it gets on Redbox. Let me know what you guys think. But, as always, this video is sponsored by Chic Riot. Who is Chic Riot? Now listen, Chic Riot is a female motorcycle jacket brand, right? You have designer bags, you have designer shoes, and now you have designer motorcycle jackets. It's pretty cool. Check out Chic Riot at www.chicriot.com. Now, you guys do me a favor. Tell your friends about this channel. You be like, hey, hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell right next to it, alright? And until next time, people, love your neighbors. Be kind to one another. And until next time, peace out.